hot yoga problems. Ow, yeah. Got him. I always got those hot yoga problems. All times. Eternal, ever present. All encompassing. Never ending. Infinity. Ad infinitum. Yeah, it's never gonna end, man. It's never gonna end until I stop going. So I'm in control of that process. I don't know why I can continually subject myself to this torturous practice. I'm getting better, man. I'm getting better. It's undeniable that even as clumsy and oafish and overweight as I am, I'm seeing slow and steady progress. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Oh. Yoga attack. I mean, it's crazy. I feel good about today. Feel pretty good about today. Oh, the problem, and this is not unusual, it happens for my loyal listeners, my tens of loyal listeners and yogi practitioners all across this country and this globe. I think I have a global audience. When you're on digital output today, it's everywhere. International, global, probably interstellar. There's probably some alien yoga fiends up there in Mars listening to this show. You can't stop it. Oh. The problem of the day is tardiness. My tardiness. I'm not even going to project that upon others. I don't like it when people come to class late because they come in and they flop down and they're kicking their, Yeti mugs around and making noise and all that sort of thing. I'm okay with it. I respect it. I don't respect it, actually. What am I talking about? I accept it as a part of the human condition. We are flawed creatures. And today I was the flawed creature. Now, I was not so flawed that I want to impose my flaws and externalities on others. I didn't come to class 5 minutes late. But I did get a later start. So I didn't arrive first. It's very, very common for me to be the first dude in the room, and I love that state of mind. I'm going to be there 15 minutes before class, right when they open, get my spot, get in the zone, and get ready to crush. That's a certain mindset that I try to embrace. And I would go so far to say, if I'm going to be right on time, it's almost like I will pull the ripcord and not even go. I don't want to be there late. I don't want to be prancing around, telling people, hey, can you move your mat for me? Because once it's almost ready to start, you feel like you have a little bit of opportunity to spread out. You don't have to be wall-to-wall sardine yoga situation once the door closes and the class starts. But then if someone comes in like, oh, can you excuse me, move the mat? It doesn't happen so much in the morning classes. That's just kind of interesting, isn't it? Maybe human beings aren't morning creatures. Maybe we are, but we've conditioned ourselves out of that. There are a recurring set of, there's like a cast of characters. Probably a rotating cast. It might be about 25 to 30 familiar faces. I guess in a way they're NPCs, but I'm an NPC to them, so it's all, yin yang. Yin yang, as I used to say. Anyway, I was late. I was late off the blocks today. I was like, if you're running a race, man, if you're running a sprint in the Olympics, you got starting blocks and you got to get in there. And I think the race is won or lost from the start off the blocks. If you hesitate, if you delay, if you miss the point of entry, you're pretty much done. And that's going to throw you off for the rest of the race. I kind of feel similarly about this with respect to hot yoga morning practice. If I'm 5 minutes behind schedule, it's throwing me off, and I had to really get that out of my brain. When I rolled in there were 5 or 6 people already in the class. All the prime spots, save one, were taken. And was I fortunate to be back in the upper right-hand corner, right staring into the mirror against myself without my glasses. It's a beautiful place. I like to be right in front of the mirrors so I can look at the blur that I become when I remove my glasses. It just helps me. It's not narcissism. I'm not actually able to identify myself in a lineup. It is a blob of mashed colors. I wonder what my eyesight is, actually, if it was measured. I have an eye doctor appointment later this week. Maybe it's next week, actually. It's coming up. The point is, I need to get my prescription. I need to actually know, how bad is the situation? How bad is the situation? I think it's beyond repair. I don't think LASIK could help me. No segue. I'm just going to let you know, for the sake of awareness, I'm getting some massive foggage on my window pane this morning. I can barely see out the window. Now that means it's changing of the weather, my friends. There's something going on. I think it's fall. I think it's upon us. I'm exuding enormous amounts of heat and energy. The car perhaps is chilly. I don't know what's going on, but I have massive foggage. And this has always been a dilemma for me. When you're in a car and you're driving and you start to get a little bit of that, it's not condensation. Is it? I don't know what it is. It's fog. You get fog on the window. What kills fog? First, you got to switch switch the knob to the fried bacon logo. Those little sizzling wavy lines. Looks like frying a pan of bacon. That's what I always thought as a kid. Mom, why are we frying bacon in the car? No, it's the vent. It's the vent. Dude, it killed it. I love it. The vent in this car works beautifully. It just crushed that fog. You know, I feel like a vent really knows its role and purpose in life. It's here to do one thing. It's here to take away the fog, man, to bring that fresh air against the glass, to annihilate whatever fog is, which I don't even know what fog is. How many things exist in this world you don't even know what they are? What is fog? It's not even, it's called a foggy glass. Is it condensation? I think it is water droplets that are being pulled from the air. Maybe I'm exuding heat. I don't even understand. I don't know. And I learned this in 7th grade, man. I'm certain. We talked about condensation. We talked about precipitation, evaporation, the whole life cycle of water. Somehow, I still don't process it. All I know is the vent kills it. It saved the day. In a way, I want to be like the vent. I want to know my purpose. I want to execute with excellence, without fail, be reliable every time. But I was going to say, and this is a great lesson, the vent was on cold and it really worked fast. Sometimes, especially in the winter, I get fog on my window and I don't know how to kill the fog. How do you kill the fog? Is it heat or is it cold? And then, of course, if it's really cold out, you don't want to put the AC on because it kind of makes it doubly cold and it's uncomfortable. If I can just somehow remember this, I think the cold kills the fog. Is that always true? Or does it depend on the outside temperature? Maybe it's a varied situation. Whatever happened today, the temperature was optimal. It killed the fog. I can see the path ahead of me, so to speak. Good times, my friends. My health and wellness is really moving. I got some good action, man. I got Zachariah Lawson, little dietitian action, or whatever you want to call him, personal assistant, personal trainer action. That's going to become a new stream of content. I think I'm going to call it Fitness at 50. The problem is that only lasts for 1 year. I'm not 50 yet, but it's kind of a motivation for me to get in shape. If I just do a year of content, Fitness at 50, what does that look like for a slob like me? What does it look like to really take it up a notch? Nutrition, exercise, accountability. Those are the three, legs of the stool. Maybe I'll document that for a year on a new stream of content in Raff's Brain podcast. I'll allude to it here on hot yoga problems every once in a while. But I'm doing hot yoga every other day. I'm doing weights. Oh my gosh, my body's sore. Just from one day of like a very minor weight training, and I realize I'm so weak. I'm weak. But that's gonna change. We're turning it around, baby. Fitness at 50. Stay tuned for it. All right. Gotta get to work. Gotta get ready. Gotta get moving. It's a big day. It's hump day. Hump day in America. All right. Thanks for joining me. Always appreciate you. The happy birthday Rafferty 50th party is afoot. The invitations went out. It is happening. It is real. If you didn't get one and you're a loyal listener of this show, let me know. I will gladly send it to you. October 23rd, 6 to 8 o'clock. Settle Down Easy Brewing Company in Falls Church, Virginia is going to have an epic throwdown. And if you're there, you'll be a part of it. If you're not there, you'll probably hear about it on Raff's Brain, because I'm going to create some content. And my buddy Travis, the master ninja videographer, editor, documentarian, is going to capture this event. He's going to capture my one-man show. All I got to do is write it. The next 6 weeks are just going to be extraordinary. And I'm going to just keep it going from there. So, thanks for tuning in. See you next time. Bye-bye.